have just concluded with the Christmas and the New Year's week, but the festivity does not stop there. Making January more vibrant and adding more colors to your mood, we have Pongal, Makar Sankranti, Lohri and Uttarayan waiting for you. Yeah, I know it's the same festival which is celebrated in different ways across the states because India is a land of diversity. So today we are going to talk about how Makar Sankranti, Pongal, Uttarayan or Lohri is celebrated across the states of India and what are the customs or the rituals that follow. Of course, the name and the tradition might differ, but the spirit is always the same. This festival is celebrated as Makar Sankranti in Maharashtra. The tradition is to share or exchange til and gur. And it is said that when you exchange til and gur, you are in a way suggesting that let's talk sweet with each other. The essence of this entire practice is to forgive and forget and to stay friends, giving up all the enmities and grudges that you are beholding. Kem chho, majama? Do you know about which state I am going to talk next? Well, I'm sure that by my initial phrases you must have already guessed it, that now we are going to talk about none other than Gujarat. Gujarat celebrates Makar Sankranti as Uttarayan. Uttarayan, which happens to be a 2-day long festival, has a lot of festivities and cultures and traditions or rituals added to it. One of the most famous rituals which happens in Gujarat is the kite flying. It's very famous in other parts of India as well, but thanks to Sanjay Leela Bhansali and movies like Hum Dil De Chuke Sanam, which has glamorized it for Gujarat. Not only that, they also exchange chikkis. Chikkis happen to be this jaggery and peanut made very sweet delicacies, and at the same time while exchanging they tell each other that let's speak sweet just like Marathis, right? And at the same time they also use famous phrases like Kai Poche. Makar Sankranti is a 3 days long festival in Andhra Pradesh. Yes, the first day happens to be Bhogi Panduga, when all the people who celebrate the festival, they throw their old belongings into the fire. The second day happens to be Pedda Panduga, and this is the main big day when they meet their friends, they invite guests over, they exchange sweets, they wear vibrant colors. And then comes the third day which happens to be Kanuma. And on Kanuma, it's more about the farmers. The farmers, they worship their cattle, they worship their deities, and they pray for more prosperity for themselves. Earlier, there used to be a cockfight as well, where tradition used to happen, but now it has been banned. If you are a Bollywood junkie, you already know how Punjab celebrates Makar Sankranti. So a day before Makar Sankranti, or how they call it, Moghi, or actually an eve before it, they celebrate something known as Lohri. In Lohri, they light this fire, and around this fire, they do their traditional dance, which is known as Bhangra. Of course, we all love Bhangra. They wear vibrant colors, and they use a lot of popcorns and peanuts, which they throw in the fire, and they exchange with each other. Also, on Moghi, it happens to be a day when farmers start their new financial year. This video would be incomplete if we don't talk about how our very own Karnataka celebrates it, because Karnataka has a very different and very traditional flavor of its own to every Indian festival. Makar Sankranti is known as Yellow Berudu over there, and Yellow Berudu happens to be a festival where everyone exchanges a lot of tilli and gur just like Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh or Gujarat. And at the same time, the women, they make something known as Yella Bella. This happens to be a delicacy which is very famous and which is very quintessential to Makar Sankranti or Yellow Berudu, how they call it. At the same time, farmers celebrate something known as Sugi. Sugi happens to be their harvest season. They worship their cattle, and at the same time they showcase and decorate, embellish their cattle, and they invoke gods for more prosperity. How do you celebrate Makar Sankranti in your state? By what name is it famously called, and what famous delicacies or what famous traditions do you follow during the festival? Do drop it in the comments and let us know about it.